as we look at the different markets and try to take advantage of all the overflow that's about to happen and that's happening, really has started already as we go throughout the rest of the year here. But we're going to look at some different crypto assets today. And for those who are really interested in crypto market, of course, very exciting market, but we want to see where we are as of right now. So we're going to start with the total market cap. So I'm going to go here, take a look at the total market cap. So what we see on the daily, again, 200 moving average and the 50 moving average. We're using 200 moving average as a watermark to say, hey, we've been underwater for quite a bit of time here. Time to come up for some air, or we're going to find some wells here that are going to push us up. So far we had a pretty good push from some wells there. So as we look at where we are for the first time in a long time above the 50-day moving average. So let's go ahead and really mark that out. We'll put an arrow there, up arrow, just sort of indicating that our 50 EMA is changing colors, starting to turn green right here. Now that doesn't mean that we don't get some type of pullback or that sort of thing, but the idea is that this could be a potential for a breakout and then a further move up. As you've seen, we've held the lower level here, and all of our oscillators are really sort of moving to the upside, a little bit oversold here, but at the same time we're looking really good as far as pushing up out of where we were. And for the first time, we're kind of moving in an upward movement. So let's take a look at Bitcoin. Same thing here for Bitcoin. Let me erase this, it's kind of big. Bitcoin, we're still a little red here on the 50-day moving average. Again, we're underwater, and we've been that way for quite a while, but we are starting to trend upward, as we watch this move. Now, just because it's trending up, it doesn't mean that it couldn't come back down. But until we can kind of get some action above the moving average, we still have to kind of watch this one. But we are playing around with that moving average right now, so anything can really happen right there. We'll take a look at XRP. XRP is in a similar situation where it's playing around with the 50-day moving average, so we just have to watch whether it breaks up or breaks down according to the direction it might want to go for that, and we'll just keep an eye on that. ApeCoin. So here we go, ApeCoin. We've broken out really on ApeCoin as far as getting above the 50-day moving average. We really don't have much of a 200-day moving average, just based on the length of time that this coin has been around. But this is kind of where we are watching it. It's kind of a little bit oversold right here, but we are starting to make a move to the upside. Let's take a look at the 2-hour chart on this. So yeah, we're looking really good. We had a breakout above the previous high, so it's starting to move up. Let me make this a little bigger. Sorry about that. Let's switch. So it's starting to look pretty good as far as the movement here. And just look at this potential. So we talk about overflow and patience and building. This is a 300% move if it were to get back to where previous highs were. So maybe in here might be 100, another 100. So you can kind of break that down as far as what this move potential could be. But this is already above our moving averages here. But we don't really have a good 200-day moving average to compare against. But the 50-day moving average, it is definitely above that. So we can, for artistic purposes, start looking for this to move up more and more. Here we are near protocol, similar movement. Starting to play with that 50-day moving average. Potential movement to the upside. Let's flip back over to the daily chart, because we're just trying to do overall outlook, not show entries or anything like that. But this is looking pretty good near protocol. Look at the sandbox. It's moving up above the 50-day moving average. We had to do a really good push above it and came back, found support there, and now we're pushing off of it again. So sandbox is looking good as far as being pushed up out of the water here. Again, we're still underwater based on where we were previously, but we are showing signs of upward movement, and getting over that 50 is a big accomplishment. MATIC, same thing, over that 50, way over the 50, and it's almost out of the water really here. So we got to really keep an eye on MATIC. Let's see what the potential, here we go. Look at MATIC's potential from that bottom. You're looking at 800% pretty much. Let's just see what we have from where we are today. What percentage to get to the top. So at this point it's about a 200% gain, so timing kind of matters, I guess, when you're trying to measure these things. It's quite drastic. That small move from here to here adds on so much more percentage gain. So let's look at Gala games. Same thing. Gala games here, it's really underwater underneath the 50, so no need to jump in right now. It could pop up and push above, and but that may take a couple days or a day or so. So we'll see what happens there, but nothing special here, nothing really happening. Let's see, Thorchain, definitely above the 50-day moving average, so we're going to start to watch this one to see if it's going to start moving up. And again, this is that 1,000% move potential that's sitting there. All right, you have Ethereum Classic, definitely above, peeping out of the water a little bit here. So the Ethereum Classic actually is one to watch. Doge still below the 50-day moving average. If it does pop up, we could potentially see it come all the way out of the water. As you see, it has gone above that 200-day moving average watermark, once it breaks above. So there's a potential that once it does break above, it will continue up to at least that level. And we'll let's look at FTM Phantom. Again, this is very close to breaking out. We'll have to see what happens with this, but very close to breaking out. The only other concern is that it is a little bit oversold where it is right now, so you may get a little pullback and then a push up, but this is a 1,500% gain potential on this one. And we'll just look at Cardano. Below the 50 is really playing with that level. We'll have to see what happens with that one. And we'll look at CroCoin, same thing, is really below the 50, but pushing close to it. So we'll see if it can actually break out or not. And maybe we'll look at Luna C. This is Terra Luna Classic, so some people are still interested in this, but not much price action, not necessarily something to dabble in at all. BNB, Binance Coin, this is the exchange Binance. As you see, above the moving average, so it's starting to show that upward movement that we're talking about. So this one's pretty good. It's looking at about 250% gain potential there. So these are all looking good. So that really is the rundown of the crypto market. So, looking for all this overflow that's going to happen, and looking for these gems that are here. So if you enjoy crypto, definitely leave a comment and maybe put in your favorite crypto so we can analyze that crypto as well. Thanks.